Have you ever woke up in the middle of a dream, and the dream was so interesting that you wanted to go back to sleep to see the end of it? If so, what was the dream? I had a dream where I was a criminal being executed. In the beginning of the execution, the platform fell forward and the people executing me died and I was still alive. Since you have a red-haired pirate's Jolly Roger, I'm guessing you watch One Piece, so maybe you were reliving being Luffy back in Log Town when he almost died, but lightning struck the execution platform and it fell and he was saved. You know, I didn't think of it like that. Cool. The one that I still think of sometimes is that I was sitting around with my wife and a couple of friends playing cards and I hear a couple of plops on the table. I look down and two of my fingertips are there, left index and left ring. No blood, no pain, my hand looks like the nubs people have years after losing a finger in an accident. The detached fingertips still look healthy and the formerly attached ends appear the same as my nubs, healed, sealed over with skin. I mention my calamity and say I need to go to the hospital and my friend thinks I'm overreacting since there's zero blood and zero pain. My wife reluctantly takes me in. The dream cuts to the hospital where I have a couple of doctors just kinda shrugging and going, well, if there's no pain, we don't see a problem. And that is when I woke up. Sounds like a terrible health mare. At least the doctors declared him stable. Had a dream about a book series that I am 99.9% sure doesn't exist. Been researching a lot. So I am planning on writing it. I had a dream a long time ago that had a song in it that I've never heard, and I'm pretty sure doesn't exist. The whole premise of the dream itself was totally bizarre. In it, my sister was getting married but instead of a wedding ceremony they were shooting a music video. The song was playing in the background while my sister and Bill were doing this strange dance. I can still remember the lyrics. I'll do what I say. Say what I feel. It's so hard to be real. I spent the next few weeks on Morpheus trying to find that damn song to figure it what it was. It still eludes me nearly 20 years later. Was watching a football game on the yard outside of my childhood home. One team featured Frasier Crane as the star player. The other team's star was Jesus Christ, wearing a white gown and sandals. Jesus was unstoppable. He ran a sweep to the right on every play and once he hit the corner, he was gone. A touchdown on every play. Frasier Crane would throw a touchdown pass to a cousin of mine on every play. The dream ended before the game was over so I would have liked to continue watching to see if anyone ever could tackle Jesus or sack Mr. Crane. Did he score a Hail Mary? Any dream about falling in love? I once had a dream about reconnecting with my first love, and it was going great, but then I had the thought that what if it was all a dream? Then I woke up, all distraught. I felt awful, but then there she was, and we were back together. It was so uplifting, until I actually woke up. Duck, what a way to play with your own emotions. These ones hurt. I sometimes have those trick reality dreams, after a more fantastical dream. So I'll have the weird dream, wake up from it, then go through almost a whole day, and it's so mundane and realistic and normal, that when I wake up for real I'm like Duck, again. I'm actually exhausted from my fake day. When I was in high school I had a dream that I was late for school and my dad woke me up hurrying me. I jumped out of bed, got changed, ate in a hurry, and when I was about to leave, my dad actually woke me up and the first thought was, OFFS, I'm already tired of getting ready for school in my dream and now have to do all over again. I was stranded on an island. The dream felt like it lasted several days, so I wanted to go back to sleep and see if I survive or not. I actually did see the dream again. I survived and escaped on boat and I found a giant cargo ship. I remember me screaming, hey! Boat! Over and over, and then it cuts off to me just walking around on the boat. Pretty odd, but it was very interesting. I absolutely crave returning to the same dreams on other nights. I think it's happened twice where I willed myself to see the woman I had made up in my dream, and another time where I absolutely didn't want it to happen when I was having nightmares about Medusa. I was in the living playing a cello in front of my family. I was playing the Pirates of the Caribbean theme, but it sounded like a full-blown orchestra, and as I got to the end, I woke up from a smiling me playing the cello and am now sad. It sounded so good too. Sad face. Time to pick up the cello and make the dream come true, smiley face. I do it all the time. Last night I dreamed I was on a luxurious cruise ship with my husband and friends. We were just hanging out in different bars on the ship and going out to the deck to watch as the ship arrived at a tropical port. It was great, but I woke up before I knew where we were. I think that was the point of the dream. I'm happy, secure, but have no idea where the ship is going. The ship representing life or the world, I guess. That sounds so relaxing and fun. Looks like the message goes along the lines of, it's not the destination, it's the journey. I wish I could experience any dream long enough before I get woken up at 6:30 a.m. by a certain screaming hungry cat. Yes, I dreamt I had a hot girlfriend. I was cuddling her, in the bathroom, bizarrely, and was about to say I love you when I woke up. It felt so real. I couldn't get back to the dream though. I had a dream like this and cried when I woke up. Any dream where you build a relationship is hard to let go of. I get depression for around 30 minutes each morning when I let go of that perfect fantasy world where there are no problems to think on. Me and Lego Gandalf fight ghosts with axes. I can still hear the magic shooting noise from the Lego Lord of the Rings DS game. I have 2 reoccurring dreams, probably half a dozen times each, and every time I wake up mid-story, if you can call it that. In one, I have all the powers of Spider-Man, and I literally have to fight armies of demons and orcs emerging from a crack in the earth. These dreams are always amazing. Very cinematic MCU-style combat in urban environments against Hellspawn, and alongside like SWAT guys and stuff. And they always feel so real. In the other one, Abraham Lincoln shows up and is flying around like Superman. Once or twice I've gotten to ride on his back while he flies. That's it, that's the dream. I never know WTF it's supposed to be about. Shit, my main recurring dreams are about somehow ending up with a bunch of sharp objects like toothpicks or shards of glass and I have to pull them out and it hurts like a bitch. The other ones is being attacked by people with knives. In the last one it was some little kid with 2 kitchen knives and I couldn't hurt the kid. I had to restrain him and call his dad over. I was a detective in the 1960s, chasing a man who killed women while they were home alone, including my wife, on the night I stayed back at the cop shop working on his case. I found the warehouse he was living in. It was definitely him. He taped all his trophies, the hair of his victims, to the back wall. My wife's ponytail, her bright red hair, was taped to the dirty concrete wall. I raised my gun at him, telling him it was over. He smiled at me, a horrible smile with rotting teeth. It is over. I'm going to wake you up. And when you wake up, you'll disappear. And I'll kill again. Perhaps I'll pay your daughter a visit. I tried to ask him what he meant. But then I woke up in my bedroom. Terrifying, though it sounds like it would be the plot of an amazing horror film/novel. Or an SCP. I've only had like 4 sex dreams, so I wish I could have returned to any of those. Right? Why is it I have frequent nightmares about horrible things but haven't had a sex dream in forever?